The year is 1881. The town is Tombstone, Arizona. It's a rough place. Miners come to find silver, outlaws come to hide from the law, and sometimes there's not much difference between the two. Saloons are rowdy, gunfights are common. It's a place where a man can make his fortune or he can lose his life. Among the prospectors and gamblers, a new force arrives. The Earp brothers, Wyatt, Virgil, and Morgan, come to Tombstone seeking their fortune. Wyatt is the oldest. He is quiet but deadly. Virgil is the peacemaker, trying to keep the peace in a town that doesn't want it, and Morgan is the hothead, always ready for a fight. With them is John Henry Doc Holliday. Doc is a dentist. He is also a gambler and a gunfighter. He is dying of tuberculosis, but he's still one of the deadliest men in the West. Together, the Earps and Doc Holliday find themselves caught in the middle of a brewing conflict. On one side of this conflict are the Earp brothers and Doc Holliday. They represent law and order, or at least their version of it. They are not afraid to use their guns to enforce it. On the other side are the Cochise County Cowboys. This loose band of outlaws and ranchers wants to run Tombstone their way. They do not like the Earps interfering with their business. Tensions rise between these two groups. The Cowboys rustle cattle, they rob stagecoaches, they cause trouble for the Earps and the people of Tombstone. The Earps, in turn, try to shut down the Cowboys' illegal activities. The stage is set for a showdown. Things come to a head on October 26, 1881. Ike Clanton, a member of the Cowboys, gets into a heated argument with Doc Holliday. Threats are exchanged. Insults are hurled. The situation is explosive. Later that day, Ike Clanton and several of his cowboy companions are spotted in town. They are armed and looking for trouble. The Earps know they have to confront the Cowboys. The Earps and Doc Holliday set out to disarm the Cowboys. They find them near the OK Corral, a vacant lot behind a photographer's studio. The Cowboys are armed. They refuse to give up their weapons. Words are exchanged again. Then, a shot rings out. No one knows for sure who fired first. All hell breaks loose. The gunfight lasts only 30 seconds, but in those 30 seconds more than 30 shots are fired. When the smoke clears, 3 Cowboys are dead. Tom and Frank McClory and Billy Clanton. Virgil and Morgan Earp are wounded, and Doc Holliday has a slight leg wound. Ike Clanton surprisingly survives. He had run away as soon as the shooting started. The gunfight makes headlines across the country. It becomes a symbol of the Wild West. It cements the legends of Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. The Earps face murder charges but are acquitted. However, the feud continues. Morgan Earp is assassinated a few months later. Wyatt Earp feels he can never truly find peace in Tombstone. He leaves seeking a new life. The gunfight at the OK Corral becomes a story for the ages. It's a story of lawmen and outlaws. It's a story of revenge and justice. It's a reminder of a time when the West was wild and lives could be lost in a flash of gunfire.